Hello, my name is Gosia Gawęcka. This presentation is about the freedom mindset based on lessons from a ballerina, a Holocaust survivor who danced in the concentration camp in Auschwitz. This presentation is inspired by the profound lessons of Dr. Edith Eger, a Holocaust survivor and psychologist. In her best-selling book, The Choice, she shared her harrowing story of survival. In her follow-up book, The Gift, she outlines a practical roadmap for mental liberation. And today we will explore the 12 inner prisons of the mind and discover how to unlock them. Dr. Eger identifies 12 psychological patterns that keep us trapped. The most dangerous prisons are not built of concrete and steel. They are built inside the mind by us over years, often without knowing it. One of Dr. Eger's most powerful therapeutic tools is helping clients distinguish between the past and the present. A victim mindset is a way of relating to painful experience that keeps you imprisoned long after the event. Signs of the victim mindset: defining yourself entirely by what happened to you, believing others are responsible for how you feel right now, using the past as a reason not to change, speaking the language of helplessness: I can't, I have to, they made me, and waiting for an apology that may never come before you allow yourself to live fully. The freedom shift, the survival freedom mindset, Dr. Eger invites a radical reframe. You can say, I am more than what happened to me. The past happened. It does not have to keep happening. I choose how I respond to what was done to me. I live for myself now. Avoidance feels like relief. What we avoid: painful emotions we don't know how to hold, difficult conversations, memories, parts of ourselves, and situations that remind us of past hurt. The cost of avoidance. Dr. Eger teaches that what we resist persists. Emotions that are pushed away do not dissolve. They accumulate, express themselves as anxiety, depression, physical symptoms, or sudden overwhelming outbursts. The feeling that was never felt grows larger underground. The opposite of depression is expression. Depression is often unexpressed emotion. The path through is the expression of truth. Self-neglect is when we abandon ourselves. It's the belief that we do not deserve care, rest, pleasure, or attention. Signs of self-neglect: chronic busyness, difficulty saying no to others' requests, dismissing your own needs, no time for play, creativity, or simple enjoyment. Work, love, and play are the three pillars for a healthy life. A flourishing life requires all three in balance. When one collapses, the other suffers. The prison of secrets. When we carry something hidden, we spend enormous energy maintaining the wall between our public self and our private truth. That energy is not available for living. The two chairs. Dr. Eger uses a powerful therapeutic technique, the two-chair exercise. One chair represents the self we show the world, and the other chair represents the self we keep hidden. The work is to notice the gap and to ask whether that gap is serving us or draining us. The prison of guilt and shame. Shame is the more dangerous prison. The difference: guilt can be productive. It signals that we have acted against our values and motivations, and it motivates repair. Shame is corrosive. It attacks the self, rather than the behavior. It says you are beyond repair. The child within. Dr. Eger's most tender work involves helping clients reconnect with the child they once were, the innocent one who existed before the wounds, before the shame took hold. Shame is always learned. We were not born with it. The prison of unresolved grief. Grief is not only for death. We grieve lost relationships, lost versions of ourselves, lost futures we expected, lost innocence. And in our culture, we are rarely taught how to grieve well. The grief that gets stuck. Grief becomes a prison when we deny the loss entirely, saying, I'm fine. We stay frozen in anger, bargaining, or numbness, make the loss our entire identity, and refuse to allow joy back in. Healthy grief. Dr. Eger recommends grieve fully with intention and then come back to living. The prison of rigidity. Rigidity is the insistence that the world must be a certain way, that people must behave as we expect, that circumstances must match our picture, that our old story must remain true even when the evidence contradicts it. How rigidity imprisons, clinging to how things should be rather than how they are, needing to be right more than wanting to be in a relationship, controlling others to manage our own anxiety, and refusing to update our beliefs when new information arrives, using domination, subtle or overt, to feel safe, cooperation and flexibility. Healthy relationships are built on cooperation, not domination. The need to control our partner, our children, our colleagues often comes from deep fear. When we can release the need to dominate, we discover that relationships can hold us in ways control never could. Resentment. The dance of conflict. Dr. Eger uses a powerful metaphor. Conflict in relationships is like a dance. Both parties know the steps. When one person changes the steps, the whole dance changes. You cannot control another person, but you can always change your own steps. The prison of paralyzing fear. Reframing the language. Fear is natural. It is the body's natural alarm system designed to protect us. But when fear becomes the architect of our lives, when it determines what we try, who we trust, and what we allow ourselves to hope, it becomes a prison. The language of fear, the words I can't, I have to, I'm afraid, I'm stuck, should be replaced using a language of agency. I can, I want to, I choose, which is the first step towards freedom. The prison of judgment. Judgment divides the world into good and bad, safe and dangerous, worthy and unworthy. It gives us a sense of control. Teaches that judgment ultimately imprisons the one who judges. Our worst teachers are our best teachers. Dr. Eger has a remarkable practice. When faced with a person who has caused you harm, an abuser, a bully, a betrayer, she asks, what are you here to teach me? Hopelessness. The prison of hopelessness. Hopelessness is the most complete of all prisons because it tells us there is no door. It is not laziness or weakness. It is often the result of genuine repeated suffering. Resilience is not pretending. Dr. Eger is clear. Resilience and freedom do not come from positive thinking that denies reality. They come from surviving reality, from being able to say, I have survived pain before. That sentence is one of the most most powerful tools in the human toolkit. It is evidence-based hope. The prison of not forgiving. Dr. Eger has been asked how she forgave the Nazis. Her answer is always the same. Forgiveness is not for them, it is for me. What forgiveness is choosing to spend your energy on living rather than resentment. It is a process, sometimes years long. It's not a moment. It's an act done for yourself, not the other person. So today we examine 12 inner prisons of the mind and discover the keys that will allow you to unlock them, regain freedom, and start living life to the fullest. Thank you for watching my presentation. If you want to learn more about freedom mindset, check out my website with courses to develop soft skills. Thank you and bye.